Good morning all of you. I think all of you good. Today I am very happy because of this class arrangements. I think all of you sitting in front of me. So let's start our class. Today we are discussing our second chapter, that is chemical bonding. In our surrounding made up of different substances which are in different states, isn't it? Okay. Each and every substances are made up of molecules that are made up of atoms. In your previous classes you are already studied about element and compound. These substances around our surroundings that are classified as element and compounds. In this chapter, we are discussed through some questions. How the atoms are held together and why the atoms are held together. Do these atoms held together in same manner? These are discussed in our class. Okay? Look here, this is one periodic table. You might have seen the picture of periodic table, isn't it? The elements in group 18 of periodic tables are noble gases. What is the peculiarities of noble gases or inert gas? What might be the reason for calling them as noble gases or inert gases? Observe this table. This is the group 18th elements. These are the group 18th elements. Which are the elements in group 18th? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, etc. What is the peculiarities of these elements? Look here, the atomic number of helium is 2. The electronic configuration? Yes, only one shell is present in helium. So, the electronic configuration is 2. Then second, neon. Neon, atomic number of neon is 10. The electronic configuration 2, 8. And argon 18, 2, 8, 8. And krypton 36 is the atomic number of krypton. The electronic configuration is 2, 8, 18 and 8. Xenon 54, the electronic configuration 2, 8, 18, 18 and 8. And radon 86 is the atomic number and the electronic configuration 2, 8, 18, 32, 18 and 8. Here I ask you one question. How many electrons are present in the outermost shell of these elements except in the case of helium? How many electrons are present in the outermost shell of these elements except the helium atom? In the helium atom only 2 electrons and another elements contain in the outermost shell how many numbers of electrons? Yes, 8 electrons. What is the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the outermost shell of an element? In this table, you have to get the idea for that, isn't it? The maximum number of electron is 8. The outermost shell contains maximum number of 8 electron. Okay. In the case of neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, etc. have 8 electrons in the outermost shell, isn't it? This arrangement of 8 electrons in the outermost shell of atoms is called octet electronic configuration. Then I ask you, what is octet electronic configuration? What is octet electronic configuration? The arrangement of 8 electrons in the outermost shell of the atoms is called octet electronic configuration. I asked you early one question. how the atoms are formed and why the atoms are formed. The atoms are formed together to get the stability. The outermost shell contain 8 electrons, they get high stability. For that, they combine to form together. Okay? So, octet electronic configuration in an atom is a stable arrangement. They have get a stability because their outermost shell contain 8 electron. They get high stability. Noble gases contain the outermost shell have 8 electron. So, they have already get the stability. So, these elements cannot take part in any chemical reaction. So, this is called noble gases or inert gases. Here, group 18th group of elements contain helium. That helium have one peculiarity. What is that? The electronic configuration of helium is 2. Why? Helium have only one shell. That one shell contain maximum number of 2 electrons. So they are also stable. Okay? Look here, there is one table that is containing some elements, electronic configuration of some elements. Which are the elements? Magnesium, oxygen, sodium, chlorine, etc. Then magnesium, the atomic number of magnesium is 12. The electron configuration is 282. Oxygen 8, 2, 6 is the electronic configuration. Sodium atomic number is 11, 281 is the electronic configuration. And also the chlorine atomic number is 17. The electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 7. Okay. Some questions are given below. Look here. Do the elements in the table have stability? Why? Do the elements have the stability? Look here, all the electronic configuration, the outermost shell of all the elements is 2, 6, 1 and 7. Already said that the outermost shell contain 8 electrons, they have stability. In this elements not contain the 8 electron, so they can't get the stability. So, you have to write no, outermost shell has in the 8 electrons. Okay. Then second question, if not, how do they get stability? How do they get stability? Atoms get stability by attaining the 8 electrons in the valence shell through the chemical reaction. How the atoms get stability? The atoms get stability through the 8 electrons in the valence shell through the chemical reaction. That is held to this chapter. You are familiar with the compounds formed by the elements given in the table, which write the names of few compounds. Here, which are the elements are here: magnesium, oxygen, sodium, chlorine, and in the chlorine is combined with the hydrogens to form HCl, and magnesium combines to chlorine to form magnesium chloride, and sodium combined to chlorine to form sodium chloride, and oxygens combined to sodium to form sodium oxide. How are the atoms in these molecules are held together? How are the atoms in these molecules are held together? HCl, NaCl, CO2, H2O, etc., etc. These are the compounds. This HCl, hydrogen and chlorine to form HCl. How these compounds are held together? The attractive force that hold together the atoms in the molecules is called chemical bonding. What is chemical bonding? Yes, the attractive force that hold together the atoms in a molecules is called chemical bonding. Hydrogen and chlorine to combines to form HCl, that hydrogen and chlorine, that force is known as chemical bonding. So, I wind up this class. I think all of you got this very well. Thank you.